9/8 Central.
Quickly shifting gears right back to that winter mode, highs into the teens with some snow showers and bitter cold feels like. All those details coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, with 2 roofs in Marquette County collapsing just this week, we'll hear from a professional about what homeowners should keep in mind. Plus, we'll check out the scene earlier tonight when mushers took off for the 16th annual Copper Dog Sled Races. And we'll have the latest tonight following Bill Clinton's deposition to the House Oversight Committee. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Welcome in. A first look at your forecast. We had a really nice, comfortable day today, but things change pretty quickly. So this is a great time for me to remind you that I'm just the messenger. I forecast the weather. I don't control it, but I am here to tell you and just tell you now, be prepared for it. Winter returns for the weekend. High temperatures into the teens. We get some chance of some isolated snow showers. The cold does continue for the weekend, but I'll let you know how this first week of March is shaping up. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a warm up to start things off.
Kelly, thank you very much. Today's warmer temperatures might have melted some of the snow that has piled up everywhere, including on your roof. Our own John Truitt spoke to a local roofing contractor who has some advice for protecting what's above your head.
Heavy snow and ice buildup has already caused roofs to collapse at the Westwood Mall in Marquette and the VFW in Ishpeming. The freeze-thaw cycle adds to the problem, causing ice dams to form along the edge of roof lines. Professional roofers like Oakler Roofing say even the smallest amount of ice can build up and add a significant amount of weight pressing down on your roof.
Ice can be 57 pounds for a 1 foot by 1 foot block of ice. So that 1 foot ice dam running along a 60-foot eave could very well be over 5,000 pounds.
Roofs can be treated with chemicals that melt the ice. But Oakler says breaking up the ice dams is usually the fastest way to solve the problem.
By fracturing that ice, you can remove it and pretty much mitigate that leakage immediately.
The formation of ice dams allows water to pool on your roof. It's this standing water that eventually finds its way inside.
Just because you had a new roof put on, if you have a large ice dam, roof systems still can leak if they hold water for long enough.
Oakler says the best way to remove ice from your roof is to leave it to a professional, as even the most careful homeowner using a shovel can cause serious damage to their roof.
We've fixed a lot of places that, somebody's just up on the roof with a scooper or a shovel, they step through a skylight, wreck the venting. There's a lot of things to watch out for.
And lastly, if you have giant icicles hanging from your eaves, it may be a symptom of poor ventilation or poor insulation. In Ishpeming, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
36 mushers took off in downtown Calumet this evening for the 16th annual Copper Dog. 2 races began tonight with both heading towards Eagle Harbor. This will be a first of 3 stops for the 20 teams competing in the CD 120 and the finish line for the 16 competing in the CD 30. Copper Dog staff say through months of efforts to organize the races, the community is what brings it all together.
Pretty much this thing takes an army to put together. So many people come out to help for it. It's not just the volunteers, it's the community really. It's all the spectators that come out. It's all the people that come from out of town. It's just great for the businesses, it's great for the residents, it's great for everybody.
Mushers in the CD 30 will finish their runs in Eagle Harbor around midnight. 2 more races are set to take place tomorrow, including a new junior mushing competition. State leaders are reacting to Governor Gretchen Whitmer's outlined priorities in her last address. Education and affordability were central themes in this week's address. Department heads are looking at expanding literacy support from early childhood through after school and summer programs to ensure students don't fall behind. Others highlighted rising health care premiums remain one of the top concerns she hears from families across Michigan. Michigan's Secretary of State says, though it's not her department, the cost of energy was a topic she wishes was brought up.
We've been working together to make
We pay some of the highest energy bills in the nation. And it's not enough to just be able to afford a home. You have to be able to afford to heat that home. So we're going to, I think, be talking more about the need to drive down energy costs in the state.
With 4 months to finalize a state budget and fund new programs, lawmakers begin the work of turning the governor's goals into action. Former President Bill Clinton faced nearly 6 hours of questions from the House Oversight Committee investigating Jeffrey Epstein. Republicans and Democrats on the panel that came to a New York suburb just miles from his home to conduct the deposition said Clinton was both cooperative and transparent. Torian Small has the latest tonight from Capitol Hill.
In his opening statement, former President Bill Clinton said he had no idea of the crimes convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein committed, writing, quote, "I saw nothing and I did nothing wrong." The former president explained that he had a brief acquaintance with Epstein that ended years before his crimes came to light.
We believe this was a very productive deposition. I will have to say that President Clinton answered every question or attempted to answer every question.
During Friday's deposition, lawmakers raised questions about photos like this one of President Clinton in a hot tub next to an unidentified woman. Sources tell CBS News the former president said he did not know her, and when asked if they had sex, he said no. The recently released Epstein files included flight logs that showed the former president traveled on Epstein's plane many times, although he previously said it was for philanthropic work. Former President Clinton's testimony comes a day after his wife, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, sat with the lawmakers for her own deposition.
I answered every one of their questions as fully as I could. Based on what I knew, I never met Jeffrey Epstein, never had any connection or communication with him.
Neither Bill nor Hillary Clinton has been accused of any wrongdoing. The deposition marks the first time a former president has been compelled to testify to Congress.
A source also confirms former President Clinton was asked several times if he visited Epstein's Caribbean island, and under oath, he responded that he had never been there. As it continues its work, the committee is scheduled to interview Jeffrey Epstein's accountant and his lawyer. Tomorrow is Rare Disease Day, raising awareness for the 300 million people living with rare and difficult to diagnose conditions worldwide. While diseases may be rare individually, together an estimated 25 to 30 million Americans are affected, according to the National Institutes of Health. Stephanie Stahl introduces us to a little boy and his family who are raising awareness about his disease.
Do your gentle smile. Yay! Nice. That's his silly smile.
4-year-old Jackson Roberts isn't able to smile on his own because of a condition called Mobius syndrome.
It's a neurological disorder. It's a paralysis of the face. People with Mobius syndrome have difficulty blinking, sucking, swallowing, breathing, eating, and even speaking.
His parents, Trish and Chris, say when Jackson was born, even the doctors were stumped.
They weren't sure if he was ever going to walk or talk or anything like that.
We didn't even know if we were ever bringing him home. So, and here we are, almost 5 years into Jackson's journey, and we believe and we've learned that miracles do happen, and to keep the faith and don't let a diagnosis define who you are.
Oh, no. Jackson has spent years in physical and occupational therapy and is happy to play with his big sister and sing and dance to his favorite song.
We've had some specialists around the world tell us that he is a medical mystery.
Doctors don't know what causes the syndrome that has no treatment. And because it's so rare, 1 in 4 million, there's very little research. That's what the Roberts are hoping to change by raising awareness.
This is Jackson's I Smile with My Heart t-shirt. It's been unreal. It's so overwhelming. It's so humbling.
How old are you going to be? 5 years old?
Yeah.
For his upcoming birthday, there are cookies to celebrate.
These are delicious.
Cheers.
Cheers to the cookies and cheers to you.
For Jackson, there might not be a smile, but there's plenty of joy.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, Pokemon is celebrating 30 years of trying to catch them all. And Players to Knock is set to put on their next production, The Producers. We'll hear what all goes into the performance when we come back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Monday.
kick off Women's History Month with a week of pink. It's Tony winner Darren Criss, Broadway star Shoshana Bean, and Pink's daughter Willow. All new Kelly with Pink.
Ours is broken.
You blew it!
Sorry.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, Monday at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
Yes, we're on thin ice. And everything is going up in smoke. Still, some are adding fuel to the fire. While the rest of us see the troubled waters rising. Our planet is under the weather. But when the going gets tough, the tough get, well, you know. Because in the heat of this moment, we're not about to lose our cool. Love it or lose it.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law. How to raise children. Get out of here!
Door tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. The full details you need for the weekend are coming up right now, but I'm going to tell you what we experienced today, mid to upper 40s for the temperatures. I hope you got a chance to enjoy it, because with wind gusts like this and coming from the north with this system moving by, this is really going to drop our temperatures and sets up for a more winter-like weekend, not what we felt for today. So this is going to cancel out very soon, but we still have that wind advisory for most of the Upper Peninsula and a high wind warning. So as that system continues to move out of here, the winds hold strong still at the same speed, but now the difference is they're not from the south any longer, they're from the north. And you know that immediately tells us that there's a better opportunity for some colder temperatures. So 25 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts over these next few hours, but they really should diminish by the time you get your morning started. So thankfully, yes, the winds will be from the north, but at least they won't continue to be that same speed throughout the day where it then hurts your face again when the wind actually hits your face. So the winds will start to diminish, things will calm down, but yes, that does put the opportunity for some slight and isolated lake effect snow showers across the area for tomorrow. So that's the name of the game. It's those rapidly changing weather conditions. We do rebound pretty nicely, but it's going to take the weekend essentially for this cold to really settle itself before moving out of here. So unfortunately, the timing of this cold is exactly the weekend. So don't expect those 40s for tomorrow or Sunday. We have some cloudy skies and some isolated snow showers to deal with. So any outside plans for tomorrow, you were hoping to maybe get a morning walk in, meet someone for brunch, you still need those layers because high temperatures are right back into the teens, even single digits for some of us too, especially up to Eagle Harbor, Copper Harbor, and Houghton. We're looking at about 10 degrees or colder to start off the morning, and then we advance to Sunday and it looks very similar. I could continue this for the whole 48-hour stretch basically for tomorrow and Sunday, and we're really going to just waver between maybe 8 degrees and 15 degrees. So all around cold for the weekend. This is something fun though. I did show it for tonight, but you can see it again for tomorrow. It's not going to be as warm, but we will see maybe the better opportunity to see it with some clearing skies depending on where you're at. It's that planet parade where we have these 6 planets, and the cool thing about it is you may be wondering, okay, why does this matter? But it's an optical illusion, right? These planets are millions of miles away from each other, but it's lining up to a point where we'll actually be able to see them all in that cluster. This night sky full moon for Tuesday, March 3rd. Remember, this is associated with that total lunar eclipse. I'll talk more about that coming up on Monday, but that's on Tuesday, so hopefully we can get some clearing in the skies for that. We know how the weekend looks. I don't want to say it again, but it's going to be cold, cold, cold. We do rebound to that freezing mark, at least for Monday, and we'll start to warm it up a little bit throughout midweek, and then we go back into a more wet pattern with a wintry mix and temperatures back to the lower 30s.
Kelly, thank you again. Pikachu, Eevee, and the rest of the Pokemon gang turned 30 years old today. For 3 decades now, these fictional, powerful, and adorable Japanese characters have now influenced multiple generations and are even becoming family heirlooms. Created in 1996, the then Nintendo game soon turned into a worldwide phenomenon, making its way into American homes as some children's first introduction to anime. Children and adults are taking advantage of the holiday to trade, play, and binge any and all versions of the kawaii creatures. With Pokemon cards selling across the country, WZMQ went out to speak with a few Poke professionals about the milestone.
Did you guys know that today is Pokemon's 30th birthday?
Really?
It makes me old, but so does my gray hair. Pokemon, kind of like any other like nerd culture kind of thing, is what helped us as like a business.
Pikachu, Pikachu!
To the creators at Nintendo, happy Poke birthday to all of you and to our viewers. WZMQ chooses you. Delta County's Players the Knock Theater Group is rehearsing for its latest production. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons gives us a preview of the show and an update on the state of the venue they temporarily lost to a fire last May.
It is the most ridiculous show you could ever hope to see. The Producers is a Mel Brooks original. He originally did it as a film, later coming back in the early 2000s, adapting it to Broadway for a musical. It is without a doubt the worst musical we've probably ever done.
Premiering March 6th, the show follows a producer and his accountant as they set out to create a spectacular Broadway flop.
People should come out to see this show so they can laugh. We all know Mel Brooks. He is the most insulting kind of humor you could ever want. I hope he'd be proud of what we're doing here on the stage.
The show's high energy is driven by a live orchestra of 18 musicians in the pit.
We've got veteran professional musicians working with high school students, teaching them the proper way to prepare, to collaborate, work with others. It's pretty phenomenal.
The Producers is the final show of the Players' 2025 to 2026 season, which has been hosted by Bay College's Bessie Theater ever since a lightning strike started a devastating fire in the Boniface Theater.
It really is all about community. Not just Bay College welcoming us as part of their community here on campus, but with a crew of over 100, a cast of over 30, nearly 20 people in the orchestra. We've got over 150 people from our community that have touched this show one way or another.
Amid rehearsals, the Players crew has been working to get the Boniface Theater ready for another season.
We're in the process of rebuilding. We've got areas of the theater that are under construction right now. We're waiting for vendors to fill orders for new seats, new acoustic ceiling tiles, trying to get on schedules for professional sound and audio installation. So it is coming along.
And as this season comes to a close, the Players are grateful for the collaborative effort that's made a show like The Producers possible.
This is a huge crew, a giant undertaking, and quite possibly one of the largest musicals we've ever attempted in my 30-plus years with Players to Knock.
For tickets and showtimes, visit WZMQ19.com. Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
Mike Ludlam has your Friday night sports highlights when we come back. More high school boys district basketball tonight. We'll start with Traverse City West taking on Marquette after this.
For the best pre-owned cars, come to John's Auto Marquette. If you mess up when I get it right, I swear. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette. I shouldn't have looked at her.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
What's happening?
Living a dream.
So how's it going?
Just living the dream.
Imagine winning $1 million a year for life.
Yeah, living the dream.
Introducing the all-new Millionaire for Life game from the Michigan Lottery.
Did you know most of what you throw away can be recycled? At Recycle 906, we accept more than just cardboard and jugs. We take plastics, metals, paper, and more. Recycle smarter, bring it to us. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Hard Rock is a name built to last. Michigan knows something about that. The Hard Rock Bet Casino app, that's built on trust too. So what you see when you sign up is actually what you get.
Don't believe it. Try the app yourself.
If you're not up after 24 hours playing slots, then you get up to $1,000 back to play again.
Wants to get 200 bonus spins to play Huff and More Puff. Wins paid in cash. No catch.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
Download the Hard Rock Bet Casino app today.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
For the best pre-owned cars, come to John's Auto Market. If you mess up when I get it right, I swear. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and best detailing, come to John's Auto Market. I shouldn't have looked at her.
Good evening, everyone. Last season, Marquette edged Traverse City West 64-60 in a Division I district final. Jacob McPhee had 29 points for the Sentinels. No McPhee tonight. He's redshirting at Michigan Tech. But Coach Rich Leedy still has a strong group of returnees to face TC West again at the Barb Krill Gymnasium. TC West obviously was trying to get some revenge, but it did not take long for Marquette to establish command. Ford Richardson has the ball, starts right back to his left for the layup, 2-0 Marquette. Richardson scored 16. Marquette jumped out to an 8-3 lead. Carter Grubb, 4-3 for the Titans. He paced them with 20 points, but Marquette led 16-12 for 8 and 35-30 at the half to the third. Oh, that's just too easy as Connor Firestein gets the basket. He had 17. Then it is Brody Clements hitting the jumper near the elbow. He followed that with a scoop and score. And Clements was the high point man in this contest with 23. Marquette started the third quarter on a 13-0 run. Pavel McCutcheon added a putback near the end of that stretch, and Marquette goes on to win 69-52 to earn the district title. Coach Leedy was pleased with the way his players handled the pressure of the contest.
Time, the kids also were really focused. We've been talking about this for a couple days that Marquette hasn't won back-to-back districts in almost 50 years, and the kids were motivated. We've been working with Brody all year about, hey, just playing under control. When he plays under control, he's really good. When he plays off of 2 feet, he can get by people. He's quick and he's long, and that little step back, 12 to 15 footer he has is really, really good.
Marquette will play its Division I regional semifinal in Gaylord Tuesday night. The Sentinels will meet Mount Pleasant. The Oilers defeated Midland Dow 50-42 in that district final. To Division II, Gladstone and Kingsford for the third time this year. Gladstone's Alex Prinz dashes to the front court, puts that one in. Braves lead 6-2. Prinz had a dozen. For the Maize and Blue, Owen Olkinen looking at least getting enough space for a step back. He had 15 points. We're tied at 6. Next for the Purple and White, Prinz, Talani Davey, whoosh, that triple try is good. He had 16. Gladstone had 9-6. Trailing by 5, Jack Kriegel, Jet Buckley, Alex Erickson on the inside gets that one home. The Flivers would take the lead with about a minute and a half left in the first. Olkinen to Blake Tomasowski for the corner. That's good for 3. Kingsford earns a second straight district title, 49-43 over Gladstone. And on the other side of the bracket for the moment, it is Sheboygan winning a district title over Ogama Heights 49-44. So it's Kingsford and Sheboygan Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time at Manistee High School. To Division III, Iron Mountain at Menominee. Lane Wender will be speeding down court for the Mountaineers, blocked by Xander Jerkowitz, but Colin Punzel is there to get that one in and the Mountaineers going. Next, Maroons possession. Jerkowitz to Darren Butler. Drives, scores, falls, gets up, no problem. Iron Mountain's turn. Braden Casson to Charles Anderson for the jumper near the free throw line. For the Maroon and White, after a scramble, Dylan Beal, Tanner Tirkoff. Oh, that's launched and good. Yes, it was. Menominee starts taking control. To the second quarter, Talon Woods will steal the ball, and he will go in for a layup. Menominee cruises to a Division III district title, 72-29. To the scoreboard once again, where in the other part of that bracket, it was Westwood easily over West Iron County 71-32. So Tuesday night at Kingsford High School, it's the second game of a doubleheader between Menominee and Westwood. Turn the page, we go to Division 4. Baraga and Dollar Bay back and forth into the third quarter. Easton Foucault, you might remember him being the hero a couple of nights ago, will sink the triple and the foul, so 4-point play. Not satisfied with just one, here come the Vikings again. Daniel Connor getting that one to go, cut the deficit to 38-35. For the Blue Bulls, Liam Turtelot hits from the outside, and Dollar Bay back up 6. Caleb Kentela will find Tyler Janig for an uncontested layup. And Dollar Bay wins the district title by the score of, I got the numbers backwards, excuse me. Dollar Bay won 49-43. So Dollar Bay will take on Wakefield Marinisco next. The Cardinals edged Bessemer in the House of Noise 43-41. So Wakefield Marinisco and Dollar Bay play Tuesday night at Houghton High School in a regional semifinal. Also in Division 4, Forest Park cruises past Norway 73-38. Tyler Fleming, 18 points off the bench for North Dickinson in a 78-42 win over Munising. Dylan Atkins had 21 for the Mustangs. So North Dickinson and Forest Park will meet in the first game of the doubleheader at Kingsford on Tuesday. To the Eastern UP, it was Rudyard edging Brimley 62-60. Pickford over St. Ignace 71-60. The two winners play Tuesday night at Sault Ste. Marie. Other information, this sheet says, and that means the Westwood girls bowling team did very well today in the team state tournament. They defeated Flat Rock 3-2 in the quarterfinal. They defeated Armada 3-2 in the semifinal. Yes, they reached the final, but they fell to Milan by the score of 3-0. So congratulations on the Patriots there. The boys reached the quarterfinals in Division 3 and lost to Crosswell Lexington 3-0. Ishpeming-Negaunee boys in D2 and Lance girls in D4 did not qualify for the quarterfinals. Team wrestling today, Division 4 quarterfinal, Hudson all over North Central, winning all the matches. Hudson's only won 4 straight championships. Michigan Tech is looking for a McNaughton Cup or maybe home ice advantage in the first round of the CCHA playoffs. Bill McCult's club is home to face the Bowling Green State Falcons. First period, Huskies were threatening on more than one occasion. Tom Leppa not only hit one post, on the replay you're going to see double doink, he hit 2. Later in the first, Steven Sardarian to Jack Anderson, he's denied by Tyler Palmer, ended up with 30 saves on the night. To the second period, Taden Trembecki is going to have a breakaway for the Huskies, but the puck slides off his stick, but he can get it through the 5-hole. I guess we'll call Mr. Palmer Lucky Siv. 4.5 minutes into the second, Dominic Ryman beats Owen Bartoskevich with a blast. That's the only goal. Huskies lose 1-0. Here's Coach Bill McCult.
Tonight, I thought we had a lot of chances. Give their goalie credit. He played anytime you get a goalie that gets a shutout, and I like Bart's game. I liked our effort. I thought we were really good, and it was a good hockey game. I mean, that was a playoff intense hockey game for sure, and we just couldn't get that equalizer.
Same two teams tomorrow starting at 6:07, and we will be right back.
Home sweet home, right? You're spending more time there, and you may even work from home. You check smoke detectors, furnace filters, and for carbon monoxide. But have you checked your radon levels? Radon is the leading cause of lung cancer behind smoking. Radon is an odorless radioactive gas present in all homes, and no family should be at risk when you can reduce your radon exposure. Test now, test regularly. Learn where to get a test kit at michigan.gov/radon. Sponsored by Eagle and MAB.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
Michigan needs a no-holds-barred governor like President Trump. We'll unleash Michigan's economy by eliminating the state income tax, just like Florida, Texas, and Tennessee. That'll put nearly $5,000 back in your pocket every year. 4747. That's where my background in efficiency pays off. I'll audit every dime of state spending and slash the waste to remove that horrid tax. That's rock-solid conservative.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Pure Outdoor.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
And a final check of your forecast. I know we're talking about cold, but maybe if you want to plan your spring cleaning time, maybe push it a little earlier. This weekend is a good time to maybe clean out a closet that you've been avoiding or clean up that junk drawer in the kitchen. Yeah, temperatures in the teens and the 20s with some isolated snow showers. They do have that lake influence or lake effect to it. So that's really the name of the game this weekend. Back to that true wintertime conditions with a chance of snow, the temperatures very cold, feels like temperatures below zero, just all around winter, winter, winter. So any plans that you have outside, we're really going to struggle to see that warmth for the entire weekend. So make sure you dress accordingly for no matter what you have outside, and especially if you're outside for maybe 20 minutes or longer, you're really going to feel that cold, but it'll at least look nice. We'll get some sun, especially for Sunday. Things remain dry for the start of the week. So this first week of March going to be a bit of a mixed batch. We'll start off dry and then temperatures go back to the lower 30s with some wet snowflakes or a wintry mix.
Kelly, thank you again. Mike, I know you have more tonight.
You're right. Let's go to the CCHA scoreboard where NMU played very hard and lost in a shootout 2-2, technically, to the Mavericks of Minnesota State. Fair State, Lake State also tie at 2. Lakers get the extra point. So you're confusing CCHA standings. Idle Augustana still leads with 50. A three-way tie for second between St. Thomas, Michigan Tech, and Minnesota State. Bowling Green is fifth with 47. Big Ten hockey, Michigan gets the split with Minnesota 4-2. Ohio State all over Michigan State 5-1. And yes, those are where those are at. And just come back to me. Michigan defeated Illinois 84-70 in Big Ten basketball tonight.
Thanks, Mike. That's it for now. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Lilly Broadcasting stands with the people.
Jeff Mancini here with an incredible offer from Mighty Bite. We're celebrating 15 years and the most lure patents in history. Mighty Bite looks, smells, sounds, feels, tastes, and swims like a wounded baitfish. With millions of pieces sold and fish being caught around the world, Mighty Bite's interchangeable adaptive features transforms the lure, creating irresistible erratic wounded action that